Hey guys, in today's video I'd like to talk about my flipper magnetic glass cleaner for my aquarium. And to start this off, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background here. I've owned my flipper for probably about 2.5 years. I got it after seeing a lot of other YouTubers use it, as well as reading reviews online that raved about it. And when I first got it, I was extremely happy with it. I think it worked extremely well. And I'm just going to say that I've only ever used the side with the blade on it. Okay, and that blade worked great. And then about a year after, I noticed that the blade had really degraded, and I had bought replacement blades. And I put them on, and what I noticed was that for some reason these replacement blades weren't cleaning as well as I'd remembered, but I thought maybe that was just all in my head. And about 3 months ago I had replaced, because a package comes with 2 replacement blades, I'd replaced the blade again. And again, I was having to go over certain areas like a lot, until I manually just picked it up and just started scraping it myself, just to get some stubborn buildup on the glass off. Anyways, long story short, a few days ago I was considering buying more replacement blades, and I looked online, and there were some reviews up. So these are consumer reviews, so I decided to check one out. And sure enough, it wasn't my imagination. You know, here are multiple other reviews stating that these replacement blades are crap. I'm upset enough to make this video. So if you are thinking of buying a flipper magnetic glass cleaner, I would say look at your other options, because the whole reason that all these magnetic glass cleaners sell replacement blades is so that you don't have to buy another one, right? And when I'm reading these reviews, people are saying, you know, I might have to buy another flipper to get that great cleaning again. I may just suck it up and buy it. So what's this company done? They've released a product that is pretty good, but the replacement blades, which is to increase the longevity of this product, is crap. And, you know, do I think that they did it on purpose? Well, there's this thing in the industry called planned obsolescence. And a part of me does think that it's very possible that it was done on purpose. And that really upsets me. You know, if you're not familiar with planned obsolescence, there is a reason why people used to say, yeah, back in my day, you know, these things used to last forever. You'd have fridges that last 20, 30 years. Now a fridge might last 5 years. It's all planned obsolescence. There's certain things that we don't have any control over. In the case of this, where there are alternatives, I would say look at the alternatives. And you know, while we're on this topic, let me do a review on this, okay? When I first got it, fantastic. What people are saying, and I believe them because I've experienced it, is that this blade and the replacement blades is different. Whether it's not sitting properly, or that, you know, it's just not as sharp as the original blade. So when I first got it, you know, first year, I would say it worked fantastic. So I'll give it that, right? But when you buy a product, you're not buying it just for the year, especially a product like this that sells replacement blades to increase its longevity. You know, you want this product to last you like 5 years, right? 10 years. Because all it is a freaking magnet with a blade attached to it. You know, and I'm going to talk about one of the other selling points that the more I think about it, the more ridiculous it is. This is a 2-in-1, right? I got the blade on one side, and then on the other side I got this scrubber pad. You know, guess what? 99% of the time this is sitting in the tank. Guess what's happening on this side when it's sitting in the tank? You're gonna get stuff growing on it, stuff with shells, calcified stuff. There is no way, after sitting in the tank for any amount of time, are you gonna flip this over and risk scratching up your tank? And therefore, this selling point of a 2-in-1 is a load of crap. Okay, I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe if you keep it on this side, and then once in a while you're flipping over. But again, stuff's gonna grow. Stuff's gonna grow on the other side. So if you're buying this for a 2-in-1, you know, really think about, is there any value there? There probably isn't. Other thing, this thing does not float. So when I pull this dry side off, it sinks. Now I've got a mag float, and when I pull the dry side off, it floats. That's actually a really nice feature. There have been many times I've trying to switch it between glass panes, and it doesn't catch. So it'll sink and potentially fall in some coral that I have below it. Or sometimes it screws up and it flips. And now I'm freaking out because I don't know what the hell is on this other side, because you never see this other side. Leave in the comments below if you do use both sides regularly. Leave it in the comments below, because I could be totally wrong on this. If your replacement blades are working perfectly, leave it in the comments below. But if I were you, after watching this video, go to BRS, go to any of the big retailers, just look up replacement blades. There are a ton of reviews out there that talk about how crappy these blades are. The last thing I want to address is the fact that a lot of YouTubers use these blades. Now, I don't know if they're being sponsored, but I do know this. In this hobby, one of the best marketing tools, one of the cheapest, most effective marketing tools, is to get somebody who has a bunch of subscribers on YouTube, just to get them to use your product. You know, this is no different than when a jewelry maker tries to get some stars to wear their products. And even if, you know, Britney Spears or Taylor Swift wears this bracelet for 15 minutes and goes out with it, you know, that is worth it. You know, how cheap is it to make this product? You know, it retails for, I think, 40 or 50 bucks. I would imagine that the cost is probably maybe 20%. It could be a bit higher, maybe 30%. You know, and if I was the company that makes a flipper, what I would do, or any of these other aquarium products, what I would do is I would go up to these YouTubers, these influencers, and say, hey, you know, I've got this product here I think you'd like. Why don't I give you a sample and you could try it out? Or better yet, review it. I think this happens a lot in this industry. In fact, I do know for a fact that at least subsidized products all the time. I wouldn't be, and I know for a fact that freebies as well. I do not know for a fact if all these other YouTubers receive free flippers or heavily discounted flippers. I can only guess. But I think that is a possibility. And in fact, whenever you're looking at product reviews on YouTube, I would be very wary of whether the YouTuber actually paid for it. You know, there's a big difference between somebody who paid for something in terms of biasness, in terms of ethics. I think it's okay to accept something, and when you accept a gift, yeah, it's not monetary. It's still a form of payment, okay? So I think it's okay to accept something, but you have to be upfront about it. And if those people are not, then, you know, there's real ethics concerns here, because a lot of people are gonna use your review to purchase a product, and if you're getting it for free and you don't want to upset the retailer, the vendor, You don't want to accept. You don't want to upset the person who's building this product because you want them to continue giving you products in the future. You're probably going to leave a much more favorable review than if you had bought it yourself, tested it. So this is 2.5 years, and I have to say, great for the first 6 months, but total crap. You know, the value is not there. Spend your money elsewhere. So anyways, you know, thanks for watching. I'm probably going to catch a lot of heat for this, but I feel upset enough that whether it's from self-isolation for today's day 9, or just being screwed out of, I think, $40. But I feel upset enough that I'm posting this. I hope it helps you guys. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.